There are a lot of legendary weapons in Fallout 4. Most of them will become available during the mid to late sections of the game, but there are a handful of really good legendary weapons that you can get very early on in the game that will really help you out. So in this video, I want to show you every legendary weapon that you can get early on in Fallout 4. Now first up we have the Cryolator. This weapon will be locked up in a display case back in Vault 111. You will need to be around level 18 and have the lockpicking perks to open this case, but if you don't mind using a glitch, you can get this weapon right away at level 1. To do this, leave Vault 111 and go to the Red Rocket truck stop, and here you will meet Dogmeat. Once he is following you, go back to Vault 111 and go to the Overseer's office that the Cryolator is in, then you will just need to loot everything in the room, including items on the ground and any items in storage containers nearby. When you have collected everything, get closer to the Cryolator case with Dogmeat, then talk to him and tell him to fetch you nearby items. If there is nothing else in the room, he will steal the Cryolator for you without you needing to lockpick the case. This is a very good weapon to have this early on in the game. Now, a lot of people are saying this glitch has been patched, but I literally did this on Wednesday morning, without any mods or changing any settings that prevent it, so it should still be possible to do this. After this, we will take a short run to Walden Pond, which will be right here on your map. If you stand in the middle of the pond and look to the left, you will see a drain pipe that you can enter. On the other side, you will find a group of bandits that you should be able to easily take out. Then you can make your way further in until you reach this storage room. And on the counter at the back of the room, you will find the Big Jim legendary melee weapon. This weapon is pretty good and it comes with a perk that gives you a 20% chance to cripple the target's leg. After that, we will leave Walden Pond and go to the nearby Drumlin Diner. If you haven't been here yet, you will encounter a side quest where you will need to either side with Trudy in the diner or the bandits outside. If you side with Trudy and help her deal with the bandits, you will unlock Trudy as a vendor, and she will be selling the legendary General Chao's Revenge sword, which comes with a perk that will deal 50% more damage to robots. The next two legendary weapons in this video will come from one side quest that you can start right away at level 1. Although it may be kind of tricky to deal with the enemies in this quest, you can sit back and allow your companions to do most of the work for you. I was around level 4 when I completed this quest. But all you will need to do is head over to the Cambridge police station and help the Brotherhood of Steel deal with the ghouls. After this, you will be offered another side quest called Call to Arms that will take you to the ArcJet Systems area. Follow this questline until you reach the control room in this building, and here you will find the legendary Junk Jet weapon. Then you can go a little further and finish up the Call to Arms quest, and at the end of it you will get the Righteous Authority legendary laser weapon. This will come with a perk that will make your critical shots deal double damage and fill your critical meter 15% faster. It is a very good weapon to have this early on in the game. Next, we will head over to Hubris Comics, and in this building you will find the Grognax Axe legendary axe in a display case on the left. Now this will be locked up, but it will just require a couple points in the lockpicking skill, which should be very obtainable during the lower levels. This axe has a perk on it that will make your attacks cause more stagger and apply a bleed effect on the target. You can also search through this building to find a couple comic books that will help with melee builds. And on the top floor in one of the lockers, you can find the Grognax legendary costume. Wearing this costume will increase your damage dealt with melee weapons by 25% and give you 2 additional strength. So this will pair very well with the axe and the comic books to create a solid melee build for the early game. Then we can leave Hubris Comics and go to the left to Swan's Pond. When you get here, you can shoot the item in the middle of the pond to summon Swan, which will be a very strong mutant. Now this fight can be pretty tricky at a low level, but it's not impossible, and I do this early on with every character I make. A good tip for this is to run through the gaps in the fence outside of the pond, as Swan will be too large to go through them, so he will have a hard time reaching you. You could also run over to the robotics disposal ground north of Concord, and here you will find a free Fat Man. And near the gate you will find extra ammo for it, so you can use that on Swan to deal a lot of damage to him right away, making the fight pretty easy. But Swan will drop a legendary Power Fist weapon that will work well with the Grognak's costume. After this, we will travel to this area on the map. When you get here, you will find a man on the roof fighting Mirelurks, and you will have a quest pop up to kill 3 Mirelurks. Do this, then you will be allowed in the bunker in the house. In the bunker, you can talk to the man to unlock a new side quest. This quest will unlock a legendary sniper rifle, but it's completely optional. Instead of doing the quest, you can kill the man and loot his weapon Reba, and the key to his backroom that will have the legendary Reba 2 sniper rifle inside of it. From what I can tell, there are no real drawbacks to doing this, other than missing out on the experience from the side quest. But you will get a very good sniper rifle, and it comes with a perk that will increase damage dealt to Mirelurks and bugs by 50%. So it is up to you. You can complete the quest like normal, or just kill the guy to get the same weapon and save some time. If you use power armor often and want to make your early game power armor a little better, I would also suggest going to the Cambridge Polymer Labs. Completing the side quest in this area will reward you with the legendary isonucleic power armor chest, which will be a lot better than the chest armor that you currently have for your power armor, and it will come with a perk that increases your action point refresh speed when exposed to radiation. And finally, a little bonus legendary weapon. During the early stages of the main campaign, you will be searching for a man named Kellogg. At the end of the quest Reunion, you will face off against him, and it's really important to look around where his body is to find the weapon that he is holding, as it will be the legendary Kellogg's pistol. This is going to be a very strong weapon, and it comes with a perk that refills your action points on a critical hit. I only mention this in this video because it is possible for this weapon to not show up in his inventory when you loot him, so you will need to look around for where it landed. But those are a handful of legendary items that you can easily get during the early game section of Fallout 4. But there are still so many other weapons and armor pieces out there that I didn't mention in this video, but I will be making other videos for them on this channel. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos just like this one, consider subscribing to this channel. But I hope this video helped you, and thank you for watching.